It's super late o'clock. Let me check. It is 10 p.m. Camera. Yo. Okay. Um, it's 10 p.m. and I'm starting to stream now, and I have to wake up at 7 a.m. But I really wanted to play. And also I said yesterday that I would stream today because I won't be streaming on Wednesday and I'm not sure about Thursday. Um, so yeah, I wanted to at least get a stream in today. Um, but also I just wanted to play Kingdom Hearts because I love Kingdom Hearts. um, so yeah, that's what we're doing. Um, I have no stories. I made another top, um, which I will show when and if someone redeems a fit check. Lucy is outside on the table, my little terrace table thing. She keeps staring at me. And it's getting a little bit creepy because it's that time of evening where the light has gone enough for her pupils to dilate, but there's still enough light that is reflecting in her eyes. So it's actually quite terrifying. Um, she looks, if I'm going to be honest, she looks a little bit demonic. Anyway, another reason why I'm streaming today, I don't know, I just felt like so I was having dinner and I was watching Landman. I've been watching Landman recently. I was watching it, I was like, but I've already watched like 2 episodes today and I feel like I haven't done anything really useful. Like, yeah, okay, I made this top, but I feel like if I don't stream in the evening, then I'm just gonna lie there and brain rot. And I don't want to brain rot. So yeah. Hey, domination! I've got 30 minutes because it takes my friend a lifetime to shave and shower. Is he doing an everything shower? How are we doing? What you make? I'm good. Recovering from my cold. It's 10 p.m. Whoops. But hey ho, here we are. And what did I make? I made another top to match that skirt and that I already made a top for. But I had leftover material, so I made another top, which is also very cute. Then it's like a thingy neck top. So yeah, and it has like the different textures and stuff. And yes, it does open, but hey ho, we'll just pray to the gods of gravity that it doesn't ever open inappropriately. I might. This is the first time I put it on, and when I put it on, I was like, I might need to sew that together just a tad, like a couple of spots here and there. Thing is, I didn't want to sew the whole thing because then it limits the shape. But I might need to do like just 1 or 2 points where it is actually attached, just so we're not at the mercy of the gravity gods in terms of like this part opening. So yeah. But yeah, I'm overall very, very happy with it. It has the little ties. I still have sunburn on my back. Tattoos! Y'all barely ever get to see my tattoos. Yay! But yeah, I think it will go nicely with the skirt, I think. So yay! Oh, and other tattoo is here. There. Ta-da! There, y'all are all updated again on my tattoos that you already knew. So I'm a fan. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. It took me, I would say, 4 hours to make. 4 or 5 hours. Four. I would say four. You'd fit in Vegas. I have way better outfits for Vegas that are way less classy. I'm gonna be honest with you. Anyway, Domination, were you around for the last Kingdom Hearts stream? You were, weren't you? Where we just did Kingdom of Corona for a little bit? Coronavirus world? I popped in for the last 10 minutes, that's all. Ah, okay. Okay. This is loud for me. Is it loud for you? Yeah, if the... Jesus Christ, that's bright. You can tell I do not have the lights on in my house. Hey, Tony.
Those lanterns by the castle.
That's wonderful, Goofy. Kingdom Hearts 3 menu is crazy loud compared to the game. It's not just that. Like, Goofy speaking was also very loud, but also I have my headphones quite loud, so... but yeah, let me know if the game is too quiet or whatever. Anything I should know before you leave? Like any tips that I should take into account or whatever. And well done, Tony. Congrats for the 130 stream streak. That's so worrying. You really need to not have stream streaks. With the workshop, by the way, I've assumed that you just have to synthesize every item. Not really, things are pretty straightforward here. Okay. Más cerca de la meta de la cita con la streamer. I'll see you at the 50 Cent concert, Tony. Does that count as a Mickey? Is that a Mickey?
Let's see.
That's not a Mickey. Okay. No creo que vaya igual. Debo trabajar. Boo.
Would you look at this?
It's so pretty.
Oh. I thought y'all were pointing out a nice little Mickey for me. Did you get every hidden Mickey in the other worlds? I'm missing 2 in Olympus. I've got all the Twilight Town ones, though. I was just thinking, should I start the stream by doing that? But then, because you said you only have half an hour, I thought we'll continue the story, and then I'll do more Mickeys in a bit. Thanks. You're welcome. Are you enjoying Vegas, by the way? I hope you're having fun. Interesting little nook. Oh, by the way, Domination, I still don't know where I have to hand in the 5 Hercules statues. I don't understand.
We need to scale these cliffs.
I have all 5, but I don't know who I'm supposed to give them to get whatever reward it is. There's a child NPC, okay. But you forget where. Okay. Also, are these Flynn posters relevant in any way? Because I am removing them all. Well, that's wonderful to know. Now I need to get up high enough to actually be able to dive. Oh, now they just give you money. Okay. Thank you.
Sora!
Whoa.
This looks like a good place to cross.
Let me move the camera. What the heck?
Come on, let's swing across and look for a path.
I don't want to. Leave me alone. I want to dive. How do I dive? No, but stop with the camera. Oh, hold on, hold on. I see shiny. I see shiny. How do I get up there? How does one acquire... up there technology? Ah. Boo. Go higher. Sad. I want to go up there.
This way, Sora!
Yeah.
Come on!
Huh?
Yeah, that's wonderful and everything, but it still doesn't... Ah! Ha 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 ha. Okay. Now, we need to get across somehow. Do we do that across? Do we like that one? Let's say we like that one. I'm not sure we do, but we're going to pretend we do.
I think we could reach the rock that's sticking out over there.
Why can Flynn get up there, but not me? There we go. Haha.
Sora! Over here!
Oh, right. Lady, give me a minute. I am discovering things. In a way that they are not meant to be discovered, but hey ho. Hehehe. I want to dive on the
Can you
rock.
climb up to that ledge?
To what ledge? Well, what's the point of this? That seems stupid.
Back off!
Oh no.
Anyway.
Now we have to climb back up.
Oh, shut up. Aero cufflink. Magic and AP. Okay. Anyway. Now we can go back to playing. Because I figured it out.
Sora, over here.
Seriously, you spent 100 on slots? Come on, those things are so rigged. Like, ridiculously rigged. Domination, I expect better from you. Come on, more brain usage. You have one, use it. I like how I did this the difficult way. Very enjoyable. No, spending a whole week in Vegas and only losing 100 once on those stupid things is a win. No! You've got the bosses laughing at you because of that logic that you're following. They're going, ha 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 ha. These stupid tourists. They're giving us exactly what we want because we have made them believe something is a win when in fact it is a loss. In case y'all haven't noticed, I'm not a fan of the gambling world. How it functions. God, these things are never ending. I like that you can actually go in the bushes in this game. Anyone else? No? We're finally good? Lovely.
Sora, this looks like a good place to cross.
Yeah. Let me actually explore first, lady. Because I need to find me treasure chests. And Mickeys. Hey, they didn't tell me that there are ingredients here. Nice! I'm so proud of y'all. Playing in a big cash game tonight, though, will be a big swing one way or the other. Well, I hope it goes well for you. Listen, I hate them too, but I'm here. Time for fancy lunch. Enjoy your fancy lunch. Wow, domination sliding into Tony's DMs. Why is my mouse visible? There we go.
This way, Sora.
Oh, I hate it when it controls the camera for me. Stop it! Let me control the camera myself. Don't tell radio. I actually had to tell you something from radio that would get him back in your good graces, but I can't remember what. Whoopsie. Oh well. I kind of want to look over there as well. Sorry, Rapunzel. So many nooks and
Maybe we should try
crannies
the cavern again.
that are useless. Okay, maybe not useless. Oh, Jesus, okay. I wanted to, like, flow motion wall push. Ah, that's exactly what I wanted to do, but in the other direction! No! Oh, I hate this game. Okay. No!
Sora,
Okay,
this
we're up.
looks like a good place to cross.
Get up. I'm going about this all the wrong way, aren't I? I so am. I love my life. I'm doing this backwards. I'm finding all the... They should have had me for playtesting, because what the heck?
But why?
Hi, Suits. Oh, nice. I counted on it. For the first time. Donald is as unconscious as ever. Love Antisora. He's so cool. Well, now's not the moment, Goof.
I wonder where this leads.
Let's see. Nice picture, Sora.
Thank you. Any macro Mickeying? Nope. Just the little one on the barrel. Hey, Alex. ¿Y este complot? ¿Qué complot? ¿A qué te refieres? What? Nooks and crannies galore. Que no tienes que decirle a mi amigobio de radio. Ah, que Domination le va a ser infiel con Tony. So weird that there's so many ways to get in this cavern. Lo sabía.
This way, Sora.
Yeah, oh, stupid thing. Stop moving my camera. Like, let me move my own camera. Jesus Christ. I want to be able to look around. Any macro Mickeys? Not seeing any macro Mickeys. Lo sabía. Okay. Oh. Tower defense! Ay, Alex, he hecho otro top. ¿Has hecho otro top? ¿Y dónde están las fotos? Llevo el top puesto, así que fotos no hacen falta. No, I don't want everyone knocked out. Cuando termine esta pelea te enseño, Alex. Fit check, yes, we'll do a fit check. You already saw it, no, Tony? I think I was showing it when you got here. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Okay, that's something.
What is it with me and horses? Go get him! Heal!
Whoa! Okay. Quesito. No me puedo creer que me llames quesito así sin ironía. Enciendo la luz, un segundo. Y de paso voy a tirar el chicle. Es otro top para la falda que hice también. O sea, el top que enseñé el otro día, pues es el mismo material. Como de terciopelo y esto de casi de rejilla. No sé, transparente, en fin. Súper bonito. Y la espalda sí. Y sigo quemada, sí. Jeje. So, yeah, very cute. Very, very cute. Y bueno, se mueve un poco. Es así, ahora. Y tardé como 4 horas en hacerlo. Para coser lo que es esto del cuello. Y esta parte de aquí, o sea, los lazos estos, pues coserlos con el material, darle la forma adecuada para que cayera todo bien. Asegurarme de que fuera todo más o menos simétrico y listo. La espalda quemada. Pero bueno, ignorando la quemadura de espalda, la espalda es esto. Un lazo, ya está. Lo único es, me he dado cuenta de que ahora es la primera vez que me pongo el top, ¿vale? Y estoy un poco a merced de la gravedad. Entonces, esta parte, que es el otro material distinto, simplemente se puede abrir. Y claro, eso no es plan. Entonces voy a tener que coser un poco por dentro, pero coser un poco por aquí y aquí para que no se abra sin querer. Pero no quería, se lo estaba comentando antes a Domination, no quería coser esta parte en todo su perímetro, digamos, porque entonces va a perder esa forma natural, o sea, esa caída natural. Pero voy a tener que coserlo en, no sé, un punto aquí, otro punto aquí, a lo mejor aquí arriba también, uno en cada lado. Pero no más, ya está. Pero sí, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. Es que eres un quesito. Thanks. Bueno, y... ¡Hey! Flip-flops! I'm just gonna throw away my gum. I'll be right back. Oh, and for bottom half, I'm just wearing shorts. Like, I can't remember if they're from Stradivarius or... Where are they from? These are from... Bershka. Bershka shorts. But from a few years ago, so... Da, 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 da. Y si conectas la cuerda de la espalda superior con el cordel de la espalda inferior... No, pero el de la espalda superior no es un lazo. O sea, da la vuelta entera. No puedo. Clipea eso, Tony. Más quesitos para ti. Se desmaya con el olor a queso de pata. Dramático. ¿Qué vas a clipear? Si no hay nada para clipear. Feet. Lo del... Mostrar la chancla. Feet. Menos mal que aquí no juzgamos, Tony. Porque si no tendrías un problema. Enseñaste el pie, Mace. Tony ya tiene el Only casi listo. Tony can be my OnlyFans manager. Pero me paga por el puesto, no le pago yo.
It transformed.
Okay.
What is it with me and horses?
Ooh, right on max.
I have got to get me one of these.
Yay, we beat it. I have no idea what just happened. Oh, okay. That was just one of the carriages? Gotcha. Oh, you are kidding me. That did not go well. Oh, sorry. Perdón, perdón, perdón. Yeah, that didn't go well anyway, so... Tony, si eres el manager, verás el contenido en exclusiva. Con la tentaría te salió bien la jugada. Efectivamente. Mace, eres hermosa, pero queremos ver el juego. Of course you want to see my lovely, pretty face. Without makeup on. I did draw my eyebrows, but I don't have any other makeup on. Estás nadando en dulce de leche, pero respeto el esfuerzo. Oh, boys. Okay, how about no?
It transformed. What is it with me and horses?
Okay. I would like thunder. Thunder would be amazing to have. Please and thank you.
Nothing's going to stop me from seeing the land.
Whoa, what?
What the heck? Verás. What's your advice, Alex? ¿Qué le vas a decir? Ir a su casa a enseñarle a jugar al Kingdom Hearts.
Whoa, what? It transformed. What is it with me and horses? I'm done. I can't give up.
What the heck? Well, I learned to block right at the start. That's something.
Back off! Whoa, what? It transformed. What is it with me and horses?
Ay. Como pase el juego sin jugar la Kingdom de mi vida, Mace me odiará por siempre. Tony, if you play the whole saga, you get points.
Okay, who's first? Whoa, what? It transformed. What is it with me and horses? Heal! Take this! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Honestly, I just was not defending enough. That's basically it. was a waste. There we go. Do you know what? Rapunzel is possibly, whoa, the strongest out of all of us. Y ya te acercas así con tu colonia, pruébala. Momento adecuado para decir no me gustan las colonias de hombre. Bueno, y de mujeres tampoco. Los que tienen olores muy fuertes no me gustan para nada. Poder oler media hora más tarde que un tío ha estado en la habitación, no. O una mujer ha estado en la habitación. La cosa es que con mujeres encima suele ser algo, si es así de fuerte, suele ser algo encima dulce, que me dan arcadas, en fin. Iba a decir algo, pero no. Y con los de los hombres directamente me genera mucho rechazo cuando es el olor fuerte. Y hay muchos que tienen un olor muy fuerte. Un desodorante tipo Nivea y tiramos para adelante flama, vamos. Tú, Alex, te estás montando ahí un cuento. Escribir un fanfiction de estos. Hora de crear mi cuenta en Reddit. O en Wattpad, creo que era donde están los enfermitos como yo. Y como yo estuve años en Wattpad. Años y años y años. Empecé con 12 años o así. Yeah, I think I started reading on Wattpad when I was about 12. It's actually where I met my best friend. My best friend and I are friends from Wattpad. So, yeah, and I never read fanfics much, actually. Like, there was a lot of Harry Potter fanfic on there at the time. I think there still is. Like on AO3 and stuff. Like, there's just, in general, there's a lot of Harry Potter fanfic in the world. But yeah, there was a lot of One Direction fanfic, a lot of Harry Potter fanfic, and I can't remember what else. And I never really read them. I did always stick to fiction, like non-fan fiction. So yeah. A mí me gusta el olor fuerte del perfume, esos que se quedan en un espacio por una hora. Pues entonces ve dimitiendo. De hecho, te rentaría haber dimitido hace mucho tiempo. Right, let's see if I can actually do it this time. We're learning with the horsey.
Whoa, what? It transformed! What is it with me and horses? Heal! Yeah! Yeah!
But why?
I need MP haste. Hey, I was dodging! Alex está demasiado ilusionado. Ni modo, tocó cambiar de perfume. Tony, hay luz, veo luz. Hora de escribir. Alex, si tú consigues escribir un fanfic, te abro un canal en el Discord específicamente para ti, donde nadie más tiene permiso para escribir. Solamente puedes escribir tú, y tú vas ahí escribiendo el fanfic.
Okay, who's first? Whoa, what? It transformed! What is it with me and horses? Yeah!
I like that element of
Heal! Yeah! 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 Come quick! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Tienen que ser relatos family friendly. Sería lo suyo, sí. Pero bueno, si hay que limitar el acceso a personas mayores de 18 años, pues se limita. Y mi actor masculino se puede llamar... A mí no me tienes que pedir permiso. Si hay algún parecido con personas del mundo real, yo no me hago responsable. Si quieres pedirle permiso a cualquier persona que pudiera asemejarse a un personaje tuyo, le pides permiso a esa persona.
I can do this.
Whoa, what? It transformed! What is it with me and horses? I have got to get me one of these. Over here! So long!
Okay, that finally worked.
Heal! I have got to get me one of these. Gotcha!
Oh, dang it. Te pondré sensual. Oh my god. Si eso se convierte en un bestseller y hay película y serie de Netflix y ¿sabes? Están sacándole leche a la vaca muerta, yo quiero 10% de lo que ganes. Just saying.
Whoa, what? It transformed! What is it with me and horses? Make way! Make way! You're through!
Wow.
Can't be.
Okay. Si hay series, tú serás la actriz. Yo, con lo mal que se me da, sí, hombre. El actor, un tal Tony, que lo hayan deportado de Estados Unidos, que tenga una casa y su viejita con la green card. Que está loca, por cierto. Y que le mete a la coca. Pone esa oración en pasado y a lo mejor le doy un pase. A lo mejor. Flow Pablo Escobar. Lo llamaré Tony Montana. Dios. Hay uno de los chicos de BTS tiene una canción que se llama Tony Montana.
It transformed! What is it with me and horses? Heal!
But why?
Oh, heck. Come on, heal me. Someone, heal me. ¿En serio? You are kidding me. Es verdad, le regalé a mi hermana los tickets para BTS y le tocó barriga. ¿En serio? I can imagine a BTS concert would be quite spectacular. I'm not sure I would want to go. That's way too many people for me, but I'm sure it's quite spectacular. Le tocó la 120, ¡ole! Y uno de los de BTS se rió de ella porque como ella lo estaba grabando no paraba de temblar y él la imitó como si temblase. ¡Ay! ¿Eso dónde fue? ¿En Inglaterra o aquí en España? Ellos ya han vuelto, ¿no? Me suena que sacaron algunas canciones. Hey! I attempted to block there.
Why?
Oops, way too early. Oh well. Okay. Next. No! I was just gonna heal. Sí, aquí en Inglaterra fue este... Ah, vale. Nice. Fun. BTS are very good. I liked when they were more hip hop than pop. Like the early days. I mean, they was in a way they were pretty cringe because they were like 15-year-olds trying to act cool and everything. But yeah, like the entire pre-DNA era, from when DNA came out onwards, which is when they got really, really big, I didn't enjoy. I would say the last two singles that I really enjoyed were Dope and Fire, and they're not even that late. But yeah, I still listen to some of their earlier music sometimes, especially like the ciphers and stuff. But yeah, Sugar, he has a thingy. He has a song called Tony Montana.
Over here. So long.
And I really like Suga solo music. Like, really, really like it. He's probably the only one whose solo music I listen to out of the whole group. RM, oh, I can't remember what the album, or it wasn't even an album, it was an EP he did. He had an EP, I can't remember the name of it anymore. But the cover was like white and black, it was all very chill music. That one I listened to a fair amount. So yeah, I haven't listened to it in a long time, but back in the day, I did listen to that EP that RM did. But yeah, on the whole, I haven't listened to much of their solo music, which is a shame because they are good artists. Just didn't happen, I guess. And I don't listen to much pop to begin with. Like, I might listen to alternative or indie at best. What's Aero do to this guy? Nothing. Whoa, Flare Force is OP. Eee, super jump! Nice. Bueno, jefa, me voy a dormir que mañana madrugo. Ok, ánimo, pero pensaré en qué escribir exactamente. Le meteré al coco. Buenas noches. While in flow motion, press circle to perform a super jump that lets you reach otherwise unreachable heights. Finally! Yes, please. Oh, cool. It actually tells you what your power-ups are going to be. Technician's Ring Plus. Yes, please. Everything that gives me more AP is welcome. I have no high potions. Oh. For Donald, anything that gives him higher magic. Here. And there. Goofy is mostly just AP. Maybe some strength. Items. Emblem, not Olympus. Okay, we've found the third one. Synth. Files. Hi, Tootie. Okay, so this is where we jumped in. Yeah. Macro Mickeys. No macro Mickeys. There's nowhere to go aside from that direction. Okay. I feel like there should be a macro Mickey around here. But no. Nothing. Whole bunch of nothing. Wait, how are we doing for treasure chests? I haven't checked treasure chests in ages. Ugh. Treasures. Olympus we have, Twilight Town. Okay, so I have missed 2 along the way. Probably in the Dark Forest or something. Why do my teeth hurt? I don't want my teeth to hurt. Well, not my teeth, it's my jaw. Don't want my jaw to hurt because I really don't want my bottom wisdom teeth growing. Oh, good, we have super jump. I'm so happy. Everything that allows me to jump higher and see stuff better is a good thing. I would still like high jump though.
Oh, look! I see some birds! This way! Wait! Come back! I must have startled them.
I think you did.
Oh, there they are!
Aww.
Oh, they're leaving. Sora!
Just check out this clearing. Give me a minute.
The birds flew that way, Sora.
I wonder what she wants.
Oh, there they are!
I've got to be quiet so I don't frighten them. Oops.
There we go. Wayward Canary.
You scared them.
I did indeed. That's okay, we'll
The birds flew
survive.
that way, Sora.
Oops.
Oh, they're leaving. Oh, there they are! The birds flew that way, Sora. Slowly, slowly. Gentle, Sora.
Shut up, Rapunzel.
Nice and slow. Please don't fly away. Please don't.
I've never seen a bird like you.
Why are you so loud? Be respectful of the animals.
Listen, they're singing for us.
I really don't like Rapunzel. She annoys me.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
Eh.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, breathtaking.
Yes, yes,
Last
it
one to
is.
slide to the bottom's a rotten egg.
Thanks, Goof. Appreciate that.
Yes.
A lucid shard. Who'd have thunk it?
Wow.
Sneakiness. There's so little Mickeyness here.
Yeah.
The temperature is actually bearable right now.
Yahoo!
Whee!
Whee!
This is amazing!
Yeah.
Whee!
Whee! Yahoo!
This is amazing!
How do you think so? We've probably missed a treasure chest, but that's okay. Right, anything Mickey. Anything Mickey, anything Mickey. Las patitas de queso huelen mal.
I just knew the
¿Y las
outside world would be
rodillas?
full of amazing things.
Ay.
And you helped me
Posture
find them.
check.
Thank you.
I will sit upright. No, don't keep walking. Forest Clasp. Grants a small boost in strength, moderate boost in magic, slight boost in max AP. And 4 AP boosts. Nice. Sora must have so much AP at this point. I haven't checked. But I'm gonna need it, so.
Rapunzel sure looks happy.
She does.
Eh.
Well, her dream's gonna come true. They're sending the lanterns up after dark.
Cool.
Las rodillas
We
están
don't
bien,
wanna
pero
miss
las
that.
patas olorosas. Bueno. Yeah, I don't want to be in the kingdom. I want the forest. Thank you.
Come on. Haven't you seen enough trees?
No, I have not, Donald. Ow, why does my jaw hurt so much? That helped. It lightly cracked. See, I knew I had to come back.
Let's see.
Good picture.
Another AP boost? 5 AP boosts in one go? That seems excessive.
We've got
Lobster. I can do with lobster. Lobster's good. We like lobster. I haven't
Hope
had
we find
lobster
some
for
ingredients
years
around
and
here.
years and years, but where are these ingredients you are hoping to find, Zora?
This might be a good spot to find some ingredients.
Sea bass and eel. So we've got sea bass, eel, and lobster all in one. Lucky Right, how are we doing on the lucky emblem front? Have we skipped any? We have not. We're still good. Okay, and on the treasure front, we've missed one. I knew it. I knew it!
Hope we find some
Entonces me
ingredients
invitará a
around here.
ver a 50 centavos de euro o a la cita. Depende de cuánto cuesten las entradas para 50 Cent. Pero nene, tú tienes más dinero que yo, te lo aseguro. Yo estoy lo que viene siendo pobre. I have no money anymore. My money went on Suti's vet bills and flights to see my family. My brother and my grandmother. No more money. It's all gone. Okay, so there was no treasure chest in there. I've missed one somewhere. Igual no creo que vaya, volvió el COVID. There's COVID again? Wonderful. Fun. They wouldn't put a treasure chest up in a tree, would they? There it is. Ah, found it. Higher magic. That might be good for Donald then. Yes, yes it is. 21 AP. I have quite a bit left over. Hey Hank, how you doing? Okay. Now we can go. And we slide pretty! Now we can appreciate the slide. I'm so sad. Because I'm poor now, I can't get my bike license this summer. I might try to do the theory in August. Like, pay for it in August, but I need to see how my funds are after I get back from visiting my brother and my grandmother. After that, we can consider. Hold on. My top has moved. There we go. Gym day went rougher than I wanted, but we adapted accordingly, so I don't feel bad from it. Okay, that's good. Not every day can go as smoothly as we like, and that's okay. And part of the process. The process is not an upward line, it is a squiggly line with a upward tendency. So there's like ups and downs. So you go up and then down a bit, and then up a bit, and then down a bit, and then up a bit. And it's just bit by bit building the ups. So they're over time bigger than the downs, and the tendency is up. Wondered if you'd be on today. Yeah, today I am. Last few Mondays I haven't been, but today I felt like it, plus I won't be streaming on Wednesday. I will tomorrow, as per usual and as scheduled, but not on Wednesday, even though that's not a scheduled stream. I have been streaming Wednesdays lately. Take a picture of the festival. Okay. So yeah, I thought I'd compensate by streaming today. Do you have anything interesting for me? No. Yes. I really need to get fluorite. I need to upgrade the others. Yes, it is extremely crowded.
I want a uniform just like the palace.
Oh, I think they're having a festival.
Yeah, that's been the whole point of this entire trip, Goofy. What the heck?
Wow, sure is a busy place.
Yeah, we're going exploring, boys.
Hey, Sarah, I want to have them.
Oh god, where? Where? Where is it? Don't do this to me, Donald. Ah! Huh?
Got it.
Yay! Thank you for that one, Donald. Any ingredients? Doesn't look like it. For a long time, the squiggle, the top of 6 months ago was the down 6 months later. These days, progress isn't that fast anymore. No. Progress is not that fast, and sometimes, like, the upwards tendency squiggle suddenly becomes a downwards tendency squiggle, and then it goes back to being an upwards tendency squiggle. But I think with, like, the idea is with every upward tendency squiggle, sorry, with every downward tendency squiggle, you have learned from the previous downward tendency squiggles, and you sort of... Okay. And you sort of... like, you have more of an idea of what's going on with yourself, with your body, how you can manage it. Like, you have more tools to manage it as well. So the downward squiggles are a little bit less intimidating over time. They're still intimidating and definitely not fun. But over time, maybe a bit less intimidating, you know? And a little bit more manageable. Muscles. Okay. Oh, right, this is a... Yay! Breakdance. Thank you, thank you. I think so too.
Hope we find some ingredients around here.
Where? Over yonder. Yonder. Whoops, too far. Was thinking about your compartments earlier. Made me wonder how it would feel for someone like you if you met someone who opens every compartment all at once, and how it would feel with them being all open simultaneously. Feet. I was about to show you my feet. I'm not showing my feet on stream. Also, I didn't clarify. The first long message was Hank, and the feet message was Tony. Oh, that would have been a really weird statement at the end of that message. Let them climb the lighthouse, for God's sake. Anyway, what's it like for me to meet people who don't compartmentalize? It's fine. There are all kinds of people in the world. Some people compartmentalize more, some compartmentalize less. I don't compartmentalize every single aspect of my life all the time. It's just when I'm in work mode, I'm in work mode. That's the biggest compartmentalization. And sometimes when stuff tends to go quite wrong, or there are worrying things happening. Like, for example, a few months ago, not even that long ago actually, we were waiting to find out if my best friend had cancer. Which he doesn't, luckily. So there, it's not that we didn't talk about it, we did. But there I would compartmentalize a little bit just so that the worrying wouldn't overwhelm me. Because I also knew from her side, having people worry about her is more uncomfortable. She wants to just continue her life as normal until she has a definitive answer. So also for her sake, I didn't want to excessively worry, you know?
Let's see.
So, yeah. That's like an example of it. But no, generally, like, it's not that I compartmentalize everything in my personal life. It's just certain moments, like with my best friend, or with work mode. When I'm in work mode, then yeah, everything is very compartmentalized. Like, personal life Meiskie doesn't exist there, but because it's also not relevant for me to exist there. So, yeah. Oh my god, I'm almost blessed. Almost being the key word there, Tony. But yeah, no, I don't have any issue with people not compartmentalizing. Like, I know a lot of people in my life who do not compartmentalize at all. And who are very... they... The best way to describe it would be that they lean on me a fair amount. And, like, really spill over their emotions in a way. Not patients, friends of mine, I mean. But that's not an issue. That's not a problem. Generally speaking, like, if there are then, dependency issues and things like that, then I am like, you maybe need to work on that because, like, that's not healthy for you and it's not my role in your life to do this. So, yeah. But no, as a general rule, it's fine. Yeah, the feet request I don't take accountability for. Yeah. Poor Tony didn't get to see them. No, he will never get to see them. Minus the little flip-flop flick. I like that. Let's call it the flip-flop flick. That should have an extra bonus payment for the redeem. Flip-flop flick. Outfit, check, with a flip-flop flick.
Hey, I think that's a lucky emblem.
Where? I'm not moving from here until I find it.
Better get to work.
Ah!
Festival will
Found it.
prepare itself.
Oh, hello.
Get out of my picture, lady.
Oh boy, let's find some more.
We're working on it. Oh, or not. 1 second, Hank. Yeah, one day she will flash her feet to me. I'm gonna take 50,000 screenshots. Pretty braid. Right, Hank, that wasn't the question though. I mean, what would it be like when someone knocked all the doors of your compartments open all at once? That's not doable. It's, the compartments only open when I choose to open them.
Come on, everyone.
That look tight?
Come
Yeah.
dance with us.
The only time, so, hold on. Hold on, this needs explaining. So, my compartments isn't necessarily me suppressing things. There are moments when I am suppressing things, but my compartments aren't necessarily me suppressing things. So it's not a problem for them to be opened. It's just like I say, like when I'm in work mode, personal life Meiskie doesn't exist. That doesn't happen. Also, I don't get new follower notifications for some reason lately. I don't know why, but I've seen my number of followers go up and it doesn't show anywhere in my notifications. So if anyone has followed, thank you very much, and I'm sorry, but I have no feedback from that whatsoever. That being said, so it's not like the compartments can't be opened because if they're open something traumatic will come out. It's not that kind of compartment necessarily. It's just when I'm in work mode, I'm in work mode. Like they're my personal life, or I don't know. It's not the case, but if I'm going through a breakup and I want to cry myself to sleep, like that's not going to show in a session in front of my patient. Like I will get up in the morning and I will be completely functional and coherent in front of my patient, and I will do the work, or my patients, and I will do the work that I need to do, because my personal issues do not fit in that context. That is not the context for my personal issues to exist. As soon as I say goodbye to my patients, I can go cry in the car all the way home. Like, yeah, that happens. But, like, that's the kind of compartments that I have, generally. So it's not, as such, emotional suppression, or I lock things away so that I don't have to face them. It's just, is this context adequate for this collection of emotions or this situation, yes or no? Which is why there is such a clear divide between work mode and personal life mode, because personal life doesn't fit in my work life. It can't. It's not allowed to. So, and I mean it when I say it's not allowed to. Not because of anything specific, just therapists in general, we should not be sharing our personal things or bringing too many of our personal things to work with us, because then it makes our work very, very difficult. And also, if we start telling our patients things about us beyond, oh, I have a cat, or I don't know, my brother also likes that video game, or, you know, things like that. If you start telling your patients, like, they're telling you something and you're like, oh yeah, I understand because I also had a similar situation with my parents, or I had a similar situation with my friend, or with my ex-boyfriend, or, like, you don't want to be giving that information to your patients because it blurs the lines quite a bit. Like, you can give them some information about you, like, oh yeah, I also like that singer, but nothing that is too sensitive, shall we say, because you are not friends with that person. That person is not your friend. And you have to be careful to make sure that they don't think that you are their friend. So yeah, there is that. So that's why my personal life doesn't fit into my work life. And also, like, say I am going through a breakup, I can't be crying in front of my patient. A doctor can't be crying in front of their patients. Engineer can't be crying while they're trying to build a bridge. Like, it just doesn't fit there, you know? So there's that. And then, do I compartmentalize in my personal life beyond things like what I said with my best friend? Again, is it appropriate? Are these emotions, are these feelings appropriate at this moment in time? Yes or no? No, because if we find out she has cancer, then yes, we can have an existential crisis about it. I will have it on my own, not in front of her necessarily, or at least not the full bulk of it to her. But we're not going to be dramatic about it before she has confirmation, because that makes waiting for the news more difficult for her. Like I said, she's fine, luckily. But yeah, we had a bit of a worry there for a couple months. So yeah, and then there are a few things that maybe sometimes it's not that I compartmentalize, I suppress. There's a difference. But yeah, no, if I'm compartmentalizing, that can't be broken by anyone, because that's an active choice I make. Well, how I separate myself, what we were speaking about yesterday, how I separate myself from work is very automatic, but it is a choice. I don't have to, in the case of work, I don't have to actively go and say, okay, Mace, now it's time to switch to work mode. No, it's not that. It just happens. But I could do that if I wanted to. And then the compartments in my personal life, there are very few. But again, I can switch those on and off if I want to, and it's not that anyone else can make me break those compartments at all. Emotional suppression, that's a different thing. Do I emotionally suppress sometimes? Yeah, I do. Can that be broken by someone else? Very, very, very rarely has that happened. My best friend is probably the only person who could do that. Well, I suppose now my psychologist as well. I need to give him permission to do that. But probably my best friend is the only person who knows how to do that, but she doesn't do it. She waits for me to stop suppressing on my own, and she's there when I am finally processing whatever it is that needs processing. I need proof that I've been blessed with those great and smelly feet. Leave my feet alone. My feet are clean, and my toes are shiny at the moment because they've got glitter on them, and they're not smelly. They're all fine and very cold. That I do relate to, but maybe I just don't associate it with compartments. The kind of work mode switching I completely relate to. I had a day with 1 hour of sleep before. I felt miserable, was unhappy, etc. It was definitely visible and noticeable. Then I turned corner to where people were. I put on masks to shield them from it, and nobody noticed. Turn the corner again, right back into feeling miserable from the 1 hour of sleep. Yeah, exactly. I've seen patients on 2 hours of sleep. And no one notices. Because I have some kind of energy reserve or something exclusively for that. And it's like, okay, like I as a person do not exist there. So the fact that I've slept 2 hours does not exist in that context. The second the patient walks out the door, all that exhaustion hits me. But whilst the patient is still there, none of that exists. I could have slept 0 hours. I could have not slept for a week straight. Doesn't matter. It does not exist when the patient is in front of me. Personally, I do really like that kind of mutual sense. I will poke it out of people very naturally, but with therapy I can imagine it can be difficult to prevent attraction friendships at times, since it's inherently a very trusting thing. Yeah, what we don't want as therapists is we don't want to create dependency, and also we're in people's lives for a limited amount of time. And also, we can't be that person's friend because then we lose perspective. We cannot be objective if we have a personal relationship outside of therapy, and we also see the issues more influenced by our political opinions, our spiritual views, our personal experiences, all of that. As a psychologist, you know, I have one patient, she's very religious. I'm an atheist. I reject religion. I reject the especially religious institutions of any kind. Any religion that is institutionalized, the institution itself, I reject. I do not like institutions. What you want to believe, you can believe whatever you want. You can believe that cheese is the king of the moon. I don't care. Like, you believe whatever you want to believe. But I reject the institution. However, this girl does not. And she is at a point in time where she is a bit confused about her spirituality. Am I going to use my personal atheist views on religion and religious institution to try and get her to see her spirituality a certain way? No. That is not my job. If I were her friend, I probably would not keep those opinions to myself. So we need to keep a certain distance. We need to not be inside. Hey Alex, we need to not be inside the problems. Not necessarily that we're parts of the problem, but we are, you know, we're in that person's life somehow. No he llegado para el final. Simply chatting. So you have to be able to keep that distance, and the dependency is a big thing. We're in people's lives for a limited amount of time. We're not there forever. So the person can't think of us as a friend or as someone who is going to be there forever. Because it makes things very, very difficult to work with long term. So yeah, and also, whether you like it or not, even, you know, your psychologist is dressed in just street clothes and speaks the way you speak and acts the way you act and is all very close and familiar, there is still an imbalance in power there. We have a position of authority regarding the patient. It's not that we're an authority in the sense of like we're looming over them and, oh yes, you have to do this. No, it's not that. But whether you like it or not, even the most the most separated people in the world, like even they go to therapy and they're like, okay, this person is the therapist, this person understands, this person knows. So you can't blur that line, and you, in a way, you need that person to have that perception of you because you need them to trust you. If that person becomes your friend, they are not going to trust some things that you say, because then they know you and they know how you work in your personal life. And that is not an option. You need them to do what you know therapeutically that they need. So you have to be really, really careful with that. Basically, this entire segment about how your compartments work, I relate to. I just never associated this with it, since for me, people who put things in a box normally do suppress. So previously I did understand it as locking parts of yourself in a box rather than shifting focus. Yeah, no, for me, compartmentalizing is more that shifting focus. Suppression is suppression. I suppose in street speak, compartmentalizing and suppression could be confused, or like compartmentalizing can be a synonym of suppression. My personal case, it's not, so yeah, good thing to clarify that. 0 hours, they also don't notice with me. My adrenaline will take over, but the damage is very real. Oh yeah, when we lack sleep, we have the same reflexes as when we are drunk, and the same cognitive capability. So, not ideal. Ever had patients who, once they stopped being patients, became close friends, or is that just always been such a no, it never happens? Not been the case. Because I've only been seeing patients since October, November? Something like that. Yeah, I've only seen patients since October or November. And I've only finished treatment with one. My other two cases are, especially my first ever case, it's a difficult case. Yeah, the other two cases I currently have are more complex. They're quite difficult. Even so, the case that I have recently said bye to, or given the all clear to, also not an easy case. He's been with me since early February, late January, early February, so it's been a few months. But yeah, no, he advanced well. Would he have wanted to be my friend? I think so. Because he genuinely really appreciated me and genuinely really got on well with me. But I don't leave room for that. I'm pretty clear on, like, this is where we get to, and that's it. Like, you know my name, you can look for me if you need help again in the future, you can look for me. Maybe I'll be working in a private clinic or something if you specifically want to work with me. That will show up on Google, so yeah. If I'm most likely going to be in a very specific job situation where I won't be seeing just any random person in private clinic. So it probably won't be possible, but I did say, look, if you feel like you need therapy again and you want it to be me, just Google me, basically. I'm the kind of agnostic who knows for certain things are there, but I basically get along with everyone since I tend to understand most people's spiritual views. Yeah, I have no issue with someone being religious or having a certain not happening, Alex. Like, I have no issue with anyone being religious or having a certain spirituality or anything like that. My only rules are, don't push it down my throat. Like, respect that I don't have that spirituality, just like I respect that you do have that spirituality. If we speak about it, understand I am never, ever, ever attacking you or your beliefs. I attack the institution. And yeah, I'm impressed with people who can believe in things that they have not seen and that they have no scientific proof of. I find that genuinely impressive. But yeah, never push it down my throat. Never tell me that I am wrong for not believing in whatever. That, I don't know, things are gonna happen because whatever god or gods have made it that way, or like, no, like, no, that, don't push any of that on me. And then, like, regarding, because, you know, there are traditional ways of dressing for certain religions, certain spiritualities. Dress however you like. Don't make me dress that way. And that includes Christianity, okay? Includes Christianity. Includes every single institutionalized religion. Every single one has a code of dress. Dress however you like. Don't make me dress the same way. I will dress however I like. And however I dress is no offense to you or anything that you do. So yeah, and then I do have an issue with institutions, just because by definition institutions are corrupt as a general rule. No institution is an exception. Any institution, they're all corrupt, every single one, to some degree, and I don't agree with that. The whole point of spirituality is to help people, to do good things, to understand why certain things happen, to console yourself, to feel accompanied, to feel support, all of that. That goodness in people being exploited by other people who pretend to have that goodness is unacceptable for me. And that always, without fail, happens in an institution. I am strongly against institutions. I understand why society needs institutions, not just religious institutions. I'm talking about any institutions right now. I understand why society needs institutions, but I don't like them. And that goes for religious institutions, which tend to be quite powerful. And they have a lot of influence, and a lot of that influence is not used in the correct way. Or in a non-harmful way. They are quite often used to push certain agendas, whether that's personal or collective, and that's not right. The only agenda you should be pushing in a religious institution is that goodness, that willingness to help other people, that support, that feeling of being accompanied, that feeling of understanding why things happen in life, feeling like there is a certain structure to things, that by following a certain routine, a certain ritual, you can feel at peace and everything. Like, that's what the institution is for. That's not what the institutions are actually used for. And that's the part that gets me. So yeah, never ever expect me to agree with an institution. I will never ever have anything against any religious belief whatsoever. I have no issue whatsoever. Just don't push it down my throat. I don't care what the religion is, just don't push it down my throat. I won't push my atheism down anyone's throat. If you don't want to be an atheist, don't be an atheist. I don't care. It has no impact on my life. Don't force me or try to force me to be of your religion. I don't care what religion it is. It doesn't matter. Any religion. I respect all of them as long as they're not pushed down my throat. Ever. I have my reasons for not being religious. I'm definitely part of the problem because I'm a woman. I'm a part of the problem. Authority as in source of credibility. Yes. Yep. Ella estaba hablando mal de mí. No. For once, I am actually not, Tony. I've never been drunk, but that does mean I have done 80% of this job drunk and been fine. Yeah, I've never been drunk either, but I have suffered of lack of sleep. You're not Googling me, Alex. No. No te voy a dar mi nombre. When it gets to the spiritual talk, I'm always interested where people come from. I do experience things that I find statistically impossible, hence believing. That's fair enough. Again, you believe whatever you want to believe, and you have whatever reasons you want for believing that. It's fine by me. Yo solo diré que estás equivocada en no creer que Tony se... Que Tony será tu macho, te falta fe. ¿Eso a qué viene, Alex? Por la cara. I don't like organized religions either. I like it when it's an organic belief that is the most logical to that particular person. Yeah, exactly. Which includes rejecting it based on lack of evidence. I get the logic behind that too. I tend to be people who want visible confirmation. Yeah. 100% with you on the exploiting the gullible part. It's really bad when people take advantage and force their own will on them. Yeah. Exactly. Which is why I have such a big issue with religion. The religious institutions. And also, again, because stuff has happened in my life that's like people say, like, depending on the religion, you know, there's a reason for it, or there's a plan, or there's some kind of spiritual explanation for what is happening. And I've seen things in my life that I'm like, there is nothing that could possibly justify or explain what I have seen. Nothing. Because that is just unforgivable. And like, it's unforgivable that it even happens. So the fact that that exists to me is like, yeah, no. There's no possible plan or reason or explanation that could justify the things that I've seen. None whatsoever. Regardless of that, are there people who find comfort in religion and in their spiritual beliefs? Yes, there are, and I am very impressed by those people. For me, it makes me feel quite murderous, but that's me. Hence, don't push it down my throat. But yeah, I have my reasons for why I'm an atheist, just like other people have their reasons for why they believe. And that's fine. Ahora sí me voy a mimir. Muy bien. No te olvides leer Discord. Oh my god. I'm scared. Alex, te mato. It does make me curious, but if you rather switch gears, I don't mind dropping it, of course. But since you are an atheist, what do you think happens when we die? Just completely nothing? We rot in the ground. If you are buried. If you are cremated, then you turn into ash. That's it. And then, I don't know. If you're buried in a coffin, then you will rot in a coffin. Eventually, with time, that coffin will rot through as well, and you will return to nature as nature intended. Because, you know, we break down into nutrients that plants, that nutrients that go into the soil, that plants then use to grow, and then you have the whole cycle of life. And if you are cremated, then also your ashes will eventually end up somewhere in nature and, again, provide nutrients that plants need to grow. That's all that happens. Do I have a particular affinity with fire? Yes, and I always joke that, and this is a joke, okay? I always joke that if I were to go anywhere, like in the afterlife of any sort, I would end up in hell because A, it's warm. I hate being cold, and in Christianity, like, heaven is up in the sky, and I don't know if y'all realize, but up in the sky it's freezing. So hell, please, thank you, because it's nice and warm. 2, I have affinity with fire. I really, really love fire. A lot. One of my nicknames as a child was Firestarter, so yeah. And then 3, it seems way more fun down there. Like, I think things would probably be way more fun down there than up in Christian heaven. And then you can translate Christian heaven and Christian hell to all the variations in other religions, because other religions in some way, shape or form have the same concepts. So yeah, I don't actually think anything happens with us. We just degrade. That's it. We degrade into biological pieces for the cycle of life to continue. That's it. We can even argue we break down into atoms, and atoms form the universe. That's it. But from your continuous perspective, just end of the journey, basically. It just stops existing, experiencing things. Yep, that's it. Celebrate the festival and strut your stuff. Approach the townsfolk and match their dances to quickly fill the gauge. Mirror their moves by pressing circle to spin and twirl, or X to step and stomp. When you've got yourself a partner, press square in the rings of light to clap along. Jesus Christ. Try pressing triangle near the town's features to perform special flourish. Why? Oh, for God's sake. When prompted to, press triangle to gather everyone in the middle and dance with Rapunzel. Pay attention to the coloured rings of light on the ground and rack up a chain bonus with your perfect prancing. Please tell me this is all guided. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Game help. Mirror their moves by pressing... So I need to mirror them. Circle to spin and twirl, or X to step and stomp. I'm very confused.
Keep dancing.
Break dancing now?
This is so fun.
Ah, right. Hey. So confused. I don't know what we're doing. I've got no idea.
This is so fun.
Is it though?
Keep dancing.
Because I'm not finding it that fun. I am extremely confused.
This is so fun. Keep dancing. This is so fun.
Hey,
This is so fun.
you got it!
Keep dancing.
Ha-ha!
Whoa. Okay.
You got it!
This is so fun!
No, it's not. I'm horrified at the moment. Such a wholesome game, yeah. Terribly. My own speculation is that we go to the place we came from, like the overworld in a game, or like waking up from a dream. If that is real, my ambition is to go as many layers up as I have to go to get to the original one. Okay. My own affinity has always been water. If I am stressed, I tend to dream about swimming pools. I've always loved fire. I love how it looks. I find fire, like, I find flames very beautiful. I obviously like the heat because I'm always cold. So I love feeling the heat. And also, I don't know, I find fire very comforting. I find the smell of it comforting, but I like the visual of it. I find comforting. And also just the concept of fire I find comforting. Like how it's always said that fire, the flames dance. Like I like that concept. Yeah, I don't know. I've always had a lot of affinity with
Keep
fire.
dancing.
And I'm not the only one in my family who has that.
This is so fun!
I love that they've color coded this because I would not be able to do this if this weren't color coded.
Keep dancing.
You got
Oh
it!
Jesus, okay.
This is so fun!
Ow!
Boats!
No! Hey! Hi! Are you squinting? Yeah, you've been outside, so your eyes are all used to the dark, aren't they? Oh, look at your little eyes. Look at your little squinty eyes. Hello. Hello. I need a picture of the lanterns. Greet Sooty. I will do that in a second after the cutscene. Actually, I can pause it. I love a good fireplace, but we don't have one, so I only get to enjoy one at a specific vacation place. Oh, okay. I have a fireplace in my house. My parents have two in their house. I've grown up always with a fireplace. That place happens to have the same swimming pool that features in my dreams, so the pool definitely stood out more. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know if my brother has more affinity with water or with fire, because he also really enjoys like making fires, bonfires and things. Same as me, but he does love being in the water a lot. So maybe he's more like you. I think he finds being underwater because he spends a lot of time when he's in the pool or in the sea, he spends most of his time under. I think that quiet is very calming for him. My dad has an affinity with fire too. If we had vacation with the whole family, he'd be the one doing the barbecue and fireplaces. My dad's not much of of doing the barbecue guy, neither am I. But I do just love the fire and fireplaces. Booty! She was just here a second ago. I don't know if she's left. Suits! Suiters! Suits! Sooty! Suits! No, she left. Sorry. I'm surprised you aren't the barbecue guy if you like fire so much. Not too bothered about it. I mean, barbecue means food. I prefer to be the one eating than the one cooking. And I love cooking, don't get me wrong, like, but I will bring like a really good salad or a really nice cake or dessert of some sort. something that has already been prepared, so I've already cooked, and then once I'm actually there, I can just sit down or stand up and eat. So, yeah. But if it's proper charcoal barbecue, you get to put it on and enjoy the fire. This is true. Like, starting the barbecue, I enjoy. Then actually cooking the meat and stuff, meh. I see you putting it on, enjoying the fire and sitting down and letting someone else do the food. Exactly. That is exactly it, and I have done that in the past.
I've been looking out a window for 18 years, dreaming about what it might feel like.
I'll
to
give
look
Suits
like
her
that
treat
to
when
the
she comes
sky.
back. You're gonna have to
What if
remind
it's
me,
not
though.
everything I
Ow.
dreamed it would be.
Ow.
It will be.
Charcoal or
And what if it
gas?
is?
Barbecue?
What do I do
Charcoal,
then?
always.
Well, that's the good part, I guess. You get to go find a new dream.
Cooking at home, I currently have a gas stove. I've had, yeah, it does taste better. I've had induction, electric, and gas. I've had all three throughout my life. At home, we've always had gas because we live in the mountains and we get power cuts regularly. So obviously, if you want to be able to cook, during a power cut, you need gas. So yeah, that's why I now have a gas stove as well. I personally, for just say normal cooking, I personally prefer induction. I know gas is the more popular choice with chefs, and that's the correct way to do it and everything. But I prefer induction. It gives me more temperature control. I prefer it especially when I'm baking things, because baking is much more temperature sensitive. It's much more finicky, and induction gives you more temperature control than gas does. And like my gas stove is very good. It's actually it's a little one. It's just 2 rings, but it is a very good one, and it does give you a fair amount of heat control, but it's not enough. Like, I burnt caramel the first time I made caramel on this stove, because it goes too fast. Whereas in induction, you can really set the temperature to make it really slow. Electric, I don't like. I don't like electric. I find electric very slow. Also, temperature is not easy to adjust. So my preference would be induction, gas, electric. Stove-wise, we only have gas. We do a panini press as well for electric stuff. It opens all the way, so it doubles as a table grill. Yeah, I have one of those as well. I never use it anymore. I had it in Sevilla.
Sorry.
But here I don't use
Everything
it
is
anymore.
fine. There's just something I have to take care of.
Okay.
The flowers in her hair
I'll
are
be
so
right
pretty.
back.
It's all right.
Do you have
Pascal.
gourmet as a tradition in Spain? What do you mean? Like, is food a big thing in our culture? Yes.
Wow.
Dutch style, I have no idea what you mean. With my Dutch family, the most we do is barbecues. So I'm not quite sure what you mean. I mean putting a grill on the table and then all sitting around it and grilling. Oh.
I don't think they appreciate the moment, Sora.
No, we do not have that tradition. Sorry, I was split between the game and very popular here. Never done it in my family ever, not one time. Maybe once. Hold on, let me think. No, that was with Swiss friends, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, no. In Spain, no. We are big on sharing food. We love sharing food, but we don't have the grill in the middle of the table kind of thing. It's all cooked in the kitchen, and then like you could have with paella, you get the huge big pan of paella, like that big for the whole family. And you plonk that in the middle of the table and you just scoop out. And then like with tapas and things, it's like a lot of food will be just put in the center of the table and everyone just grabs stuff, or you know. Is that how you properly pronounce the fish dish? Paella. Yes, Paella. A double L in Spanish is sort of like a J sound. Paella. And Y is also, it's that same sound. Double L and Y have the same sound. Paella. Paella. We butchered that so hard on vacation. It's okay, everyone does. But yeah, no, we're big on sharing food, but not specifically the gourmet thing. Marluxia,
It's time for these wet blankets to go.
okay. I really... Marluxia, you're supposed to be helping me. Why? I understand nothing.
Let's see.
I was supposed to get a picture of the... Ow! Cupid was. Okay, let me actually run away. Jesus Christ. I guess we can do Rage Form, why not? Might as well. I love Rage Form, it's so cool in this game. Hey! Dang it. This game transformed from a wholesome kid dancing game to a slasher. Yeah. Less blood, though.
Thank you.
For blood, you'd have to play something like Darksiders, probably. Yeah. Honestly, I love this Keyblade. It's so good. Why are they so aggressive? My God! What? Oh, dang it. Used the wrong thing. Oh, for God's sake! Leave me alone! I have nothing left. Except pray for my life. Ah. All those barrels might have something to heal me up, actually. Except now I can't. This game is so frustrating. No, the barrels. Oh. Nothing useful. Great. Love it. What's your favorite deep dive topics? I assume anything psychology? Yup. And Minecraft and Kingdom Hearts, and books. Oh! If there's anything in particular psychology-wise you'd like to deep dive on, I'm game. The other ones I probably don't have much to say on. I don't know, just any question you have. I don't know everything, of course, but I like to think out loud. Oh, I thought I would get Donald with that. Fellers. No, 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 no. You are leaving me the heck alone. No. Ooh.
Try this. Back off. Come on. Back off. Come on. So long.
Hey. Hey! I just healed. Rude.
Fire, here we go. So long. Come on. Try this. So long. So long. So long. Take this.
And a bit of overkill. There we go. Now, I assume I'm going to have an opportunity to actually get a picture of the lanterns. I'd better. I'll be very upset if I don't. Good think out loud one. Alright, let's say either you or the average person suddenly wakes up with godlike powers. Anything they want to happen, happens. But they can't will it to no longer be the case for them. They are stuck with the power. What do you estimate will happen to their psyche? It's not possible to answer.
Eugene!
Because
Oh
at
dear,
first...
he's run off with the crown and forgotten you.
Sorry, let me just
No,
pay attention to the
he wouldn't.
cutscenes, because I'm very much a nerd. After the
are you?
cutscene, I'll answer. I like the speculative ones, yeah, I know.
Forget Flynn Rider. You know where you belong, and it's not with him. Now.
Alusha, what the heck are you doing? Also, lanterns!
Rapunzel! Mother? Oh, my precious girl. Mother? Are you all right? Are you hurt? Mother, how did you... I was so worried about you, dear. So I followed you, and I saw them attack you, and... Oh my... Let's go. Let's go before they come to.
I still strongly dislike this film. Oh, I haven't got a picture of the lanterns. I'm gonna have to go back.
Hey, isn't that Rapunzel?
I'm gonna have to go back and get a picture of the lanterns.
Wait! Rapunzel! Oh,
Show some decorum.
Marluxia!
Sure, Marluxia.
The girl has found her dear mother. You should let them be.
And why is that?
For me, the
Because
whole
Rapunzel
concept of
is
it not
far
being
too
possible to answer
important.
makes it
Atop her
fun.
tower, she must remain out of sight. and live out her
Lets you
days with
creatively
Mother
estimate,
Gothel.
imagine it.
And never
It's
seen
something that I've
anyone
already
else.
thought about in the past.
But that's like locking her in some prison.
That is exactly
I will get to it.
what
Let me
it's
get through
like.
cutscenes.
Rapunzel's hair holds the powerful magic of healing. And yes, Mother Gothel wants it for herself, as do others. And if Mother Gothel's actions will protect Rapunzel, preserve her, then she is doing the organization a favor.
What favor?
Let's say she's keeping Rapunzel on the shelf for us. An extra pawn in case you fail to find the remaining Guardians of Light. And we have occasion to call on other Hearts of Light instead. A new 7 hearts to fill out the ranks.
New 7 hearts?
Yes. 7 who inherited the princess's light after their role was fulfilled.
So you don't care about her? You guys just want Rapunzel for your own purposes. Well,
Obviously.
you're done here.
I just knew you would go and make a scene. Very well. Then it's lights out for you.
I want the... I need to get a picture of the... I can't 100% the game if I don't do the Moogle thingies.
You always were such a sound sleeper.
Yes, he was. Lights out, no more lanterns. Yeah, I can see that. I'm gonna have to go back to my old save file. God's sake. You had never paid attention, Rapunzel. These suits. You get a treat from Hank. Hi, Titty. Meow. Meow. Well, thank you, Hank. Thank you, Elle. Thank you. She's very happy. She loves her treats. And we have to get through this bag eventually, somehow.
I am the lost princess.
Oh, please speak up, Rapunzel. You know how I hate the mumbling.
I am the lost princess, aren't I? Did I mumble, Mother? Or should I even call you that?
Oh,
Wee.
Rapunzel. Do you even hear yourself? Why would you ask such a ridiculous question?
It was you! It was all you!
Everything I did was to protect you. Rapunzel.
I've spent my entire life hiding from people who would use me for my power.
Rapunzel!
When I should have been hiding from you.
Where will you go? He won't be there for you.
What did you do to him?
That criminal's to be hanged for his crimes.
No.
No, it's all right. Listen to me. all of this is as it should be.
No! You were wrong about the world. And you were wrong about me. And I will never let you use my hair again!
Yes, that movie, yeah, I know. They basically play the whole film. Apparently, there have been people who have had copyright issues, not because of the music, but because of the visual, like the actual video content. Disney's been like, nah, you're showing our film, so that's ours. It's like, for God's sake, Disney, people are playing the game. It's the whole copyright thing has gotten, like, it's so out of hand. They've taken it to the extreme. It's ridiculous.
Womack's roll, boy!
Flynn!
Is Sora okay?
We don't know.
We keep calling his name and shaking him, but he won't open his eyes.
Copyright in the current world is a whole rant from me, yeah. Same.
Unresponsive.
Like, I understand they don't want people
I know how to fix
monetizing just listening to songs. Like, oh yeah, let me have a 24-hour Twitch channel that basically works as a radio station and I get money from that. Like, okay, no, fine, fair enough.
Sora!
But having it as the background of your stream, or
Nice work,
you're
Max.
talking about, like, I talk about music a lot. You're talking about music, you're like, oh yeah, like, there's this song that I really like, and you play part of the song, or, you know, it's music in a video game. Like, for God's sake, don't
That's right.
copyright strike that.
In
It's,
her mother's
like,
tower.
ugh.
This calls for a rescue.
Good luck with that, Flynn.
Are you with me?
Piracy feels justified to many people these days. Let's not even talk about Sony's announcement. I really hope... Oh, poor Maximus. I really, really hope people start pirating video
Let's go, Max.
games. Like, massively. People already pirate video games. I hope people massively pirate video games. Because Sony going non-physical, everything going non-physical is a crime. No one is going to own anything anymore, and that's just wrong. If buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. Exactly. I completely agree with that statement. I'm paying 80 euros for a game, and you're telling me that in 1 year or 2 years, just because you feel like it or because you go bankrupt, I suddenly don't have access to that game anymore? F off. Like, no way.
Enough already! Get out of our way!
Sorry, forget about them. Let's go.
Yeah! Yeah!
Hopefully this will do. It's OP Goofy. We like OP Goofy. Now, I would like like to go? Oh, okay. Fine. Fine. There are 2 treasure chests that we have missed along the way.
Try this.
Oh! Not what I wanted to do. I wanted the ingredient. Okay.
Come on. Back off. Here we go. Back off. Yeah. Oh, so long. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh, I said I would answer your question. So, if someone had godlike powers, I feel like that question is very similar to what would people be like, or what would a small group of people be like if they were actually genuinely immortal, as in not your typical vampire in a book is immortal but then they can die by having their head chopped off. No, that's just hard to kill. Actually immortal, nothing could ever kill you. That question and the godlike powers question are very similar. It's inconceivable for humanity to think about that. So you can assume at first someone would try to maximize their godlike power or their immortality. Doesn't matter which. I don't know. Learn all the hobbies they've ever wanted to learn, get all the education they've ever wanted to have, get the revenge on all the people they've wanted to get revenge on, have sex with all the people they've ever wanted to have sex with, try all kinds of things, see every corner of the world, with godlike powers, help other people, help themselves, acquire things, all of that. That's at first. And that is in the most outlandish version of it. Like, at first, the person, depending on their character, they will still try to, you know, pace themselves and be reasonable with their money. Like, if they can somehow acquire money with their godlike powers, or, you know, there are people who will try to be reasonable about it. There are people who will be out of control about it at first. But over the scope of 100 years, 200 years, and I'm assuming godlike powers means immortality as well, because if not, you are not a god. Over the course of 100 years, 200 years, 300 years, you've already seen all that you wanted to see. You've already lost a lot of people. You have become immune to, not completely, but life has become probably quite boring. Probably. Depends. Some people would be able to keep it going 200 years. Other people might keep it going 900 years. But eventually you get to a point where you don't really care anymore. However, that second part is speculation, because we don't have any evidence of that whatsoever. It is completely inconceivable for the human mind to think about that, about what it would be like to have godlike powers, what it would be like to be immortal. The concept is impossible for us to imagine. We have no idea how we could possibly be with that. The short term is the most predictable within like the first 100 years, because you will still be very tied to your personality, to your generation, to your loved ones, to the way you want to live your life, to how you've grown up. But after the 100-year mark, that is territory that people can't reasonably think about, including myself. So there is no answer to your question. Same mindset for me. I buy it to own it. If I also have to pirate it just to preserve it, why am I buying it then? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's a big thing. I am very, very against not owning things and subscriptions, and I hate the concept of subscriptions. Just let me buy a film. Like, seriously, let me just buy a film. Let me just buy a series. And that's it. Like, then I have it. The issue with physical copies, do they take a lot of material resources? Yes, they do. But don't BS me with the fact that, oh no, but this way, eliminating physical copies, we're saving the planet. No, you're not. You're building a data center and you're pumping petrol out of the ground or gas out of the ground or whatever it is that you're pumping out of the ground. You're destroying entire mines, or you're creating entire mines and destroying natural habitats. You're chopping down the rainforest. You're planting uniform collections of trees that destroy entire ecosystems. You're building islands and destroying entire ecosystems. Like, the lack of physical copies is not going to save the world. It's really not. You need to get rid of all your palm oil. You need to stop burning down the Amazon forest. You need to stop being greedy. You need to get rid of every single car that has ever existed. You need to get rid of over half of the world's population, and you need to move back into nature and let nature do its thing and stop killing species. Let natural selection kill them off. If something is going to go extinct, let it be through natural selection and not because we are parasites. Anyway, point is, not having physical copies, not going to compensate all of that. And we're not fixing all of that anyway. The world is going to hell. Let us have our physical copies, because that's not the excuse. Like, okay, if you're gonna not have physical copies, that's fine by me. Be honest. It's not fine by me, but at least be honest about why you don't want physical copies. Because you don't want people to own things anymore. Capitalism doesn't want people to own things anymore. Tell it, like, give it to me straight. Don't sell me the, oh no, we're going to stop physical copies because they're bad for the environment. That's a contradiction. It's inconclusive. It makes no sense. And then you yourself are doing things that are bad for the environment as a corporation consistently. Don't even get me started on the private jets and the yachts and all of that BS, the helicopters, and anyway. So no, don't lie to my face about why you're getting rid of physical copies. If you're going to get rid of them, be honest with me. At least I can respect that. Do I agree with the decision? No. People need to be able to own what they buy. If they don't own it, if they can't keep it forever, that means they're not buying it. And that means it's not being stolen. So, yes, if I have to give a clear opinion on it, I really hope to God people start pirating everything. Everything. Is it wrong? Yes. Do I hope we do it anyway? Yeah. I do. I really, really do. Especially video games. Because, like, and I know it will hurt the industry. Like, a lot of money will be lost. People will be laid off. Really amazing creators will not get paid and all of that. That is an abomination. Whose fault is it? In this case, Sony or whoever. Thank you for the gift sub. Like, in this case, we're putting Sony on the stand, but it's Steam as well. Through Steam and Epic, you don't own your games. They can disappear whenever they feel like it. Anyway, in this case, let's talk about Sony. Sony will lose a lot of money if people massively pirate Sony games. Yes. That means that Sony will not pay people, will not hire people, people will get fired, all of that. Yes. Is that the fault of the consumers? No. That is because Sony has made an incredibly stupid decision. Stupid, absolutely brainless decision. Not brainless, they've thought about it long and hard and they have their reasons for doing it. But they've made a very stupid decision that has had a consequence that turns into another consequence. It's not our fault if amazing creators like Nomura and like all of the programmers and devs and artists don't get their salaries or don't get jobs because something Sony has done. If Sony had not gotten rid of physical copies, let's put it in this scenario, if Sony had not gotten rid of physical copies, people would not be massively pirating out of anger about that, and Sony would still have revenue. But no, Sony just has to go and be stupid and give in to capitalism, not allow us to own anything, and therefore we are going to massively pirate stuff, and that is going to bring the whole system down. And we are going to see a gaming crisis. And that's what's going to happen. More programmers than ever are going to be out of a job, more game devs than ever are going to be out of a job, and it's already an extremely precarious area to be working in, game development, because it's extremely expensive and there is little reward, generally, unless you're one of the big games. So you try and be an indie developer, companies go bankrupt all the time, and game devs and artists and programmers and everyone, they are constantly hopping from job to job. Every 2 years, they're looking for a new job. That's the reality of it. And is that our fault? No, it's not the consumer's fault. It's the stupid company that has made that decision. Because they knew that that was going to happen. And if they didn't realize that it would cause outrage and that outrage would lead to massive pirating and a loss of revenue for them, then whoever is on their money-making team is an absolute idiot. Because I have no knowledge whatsoever about economy, finance, business, marketing, none of that. Publicity, none of it. I can see this happening already. So whoever they've hired, that person needs to be fired fast. Anyway, I can actually fully understand the immortal part, or that immortal part, what it would do to me. I thought about it in case it ever gets invented. I would reject it because immortality is a massive curse to me. Yes, for me as well. With the godlike powers, I didn't instantly imply immortality, but you'd have the power to wish yourself immortal if you wanted to. Godlike powers, I mean, I've understood godlike powers to be you are a god, so gods are immortal. A god can't be killed in any way, so by definition. That's why I took the immortality leap. We're very on the same page on the ownership, but I am reversed on it. I don't mind subscriptions, but I am very big on owning. If it's my choice, which I do, I may sometimes pick a subscription, but I want the choice to own, and I will choose to own most of the time. Yeah, okay, you know, the occasional subscription's not a bad idea. To complement, maybe. Or to, like, a subscription to try demos for free. And not just, oh no, you get to play half an hour. No, give me, like, an hour-long demo. Or 2 hours long demo. Depending, like, Kingdom Hearts can be a 100-hour game. Okay, in that case, give me a 5-hour demo, a 10-hour demo. Like, enough to get through one world. To see if I like the game. And give me a subscription to test 50 demos, and then I will go and buy the ones that I like, for example. And I'm fine with physical copies no longer being a thing as long as you can actually own the digital ones. I prefer GOG over a physical disc. I don't, because Yes, you can own it on your computer. And the same argument can be made for the material version, the physical copy. But eventually that software is going to run out. That software will no longer run on your system. That is a problem. With also updates. A game gets updates. I'm sorry, what? Like, aside from Minecraft, which is a special case. But what do you mean? Hogwarts Legacy gets updates. What's the point of there being updates in Hogwarts Legacy? Like, no. Just give me a disc. I put the disc in my computer, or a USB, or a chip of some sort, an SD card, something. Give me something physical to put in my computer, and then I will play my game. Is there a risk of that disc getting scratched, of that chip, of that USB, of that SD card, whatever it is that we're using, floppy disk, I don't care, getting damaged in some way? Yes. But I'm not subject to mandatory game updates or things like that. No, the game is the game. That is it. I like that. Like, that's how the game was made. Like, that's how you get a classic. That's how things stay with you. Like, your childhood games, Kingdom Hearts didn't get updated when I was 8 years old. No, it just existed. That's it. That's what we had. That was the game. And then 1.5 came out. Hey, look, more sales. Sure. But why? Why do we need to update a non-online playing game consistently? Seems odd to me. Baldur's Gate. Okay, yeah, fair enough, because, you know, multiplayer, you play online. It's a bit different. There are servers involved, things like that. League of Legends, okay, fine. But Mario? Or Zelda? Or Kingdom Hearts? Or Prototype? Or Assassin's Creed? Why do I need to be getting updates for them? Like, just give me a physical disc that I put in, or a physical something that I put in my computer. Donezo. And yes, it can still degrade over time, and the software to run that physical whatever can run out, yes, but you can also keep the systems that run it. It's very difficult to keep a computer that will run all of your digital versions of games. Whereas you can most likely, like, to this day, you can still get disc players for, like, your old actual CD PC games. You can still get those. So you can still play those games if you wanted to. Like, I don't know. ¿De qué hablamos? Capitalismo, videojuegos e inmortalidad. I was also going to mention the private jets to fly about a conference on how to fix climate change thing. Yeah, let's not get into the whole private jets and stuff. I find the lack of allowing us to own our things anti-capitalist, even at least on a consumer level. It's supposed to be that you collect your own capital assets, such as the games that you own, can sell, etc. Whatever this slave class thing is, I'm not down for. Let's, instead of call it capitalism, let's call it consumerism. Or twisted capitalism. Either way, I hate it. I'll explain GOG if you aren't familiar with it. I am familiar with it, so I'm going to not read the rest of that message. GOG games basically function identical to pirated games, but legal. Yeah, okay. That might be the one... Whoops. That might be the one exception. But yeah, no, I have GOG. I never use it, but I have it. Domination would love this chat. Domination would be all for it. Oh, it's the pony again. It's Maximus gone wrong. Oh. Did you download the offline installers for your game so you won't lose them? My brother set it up for me. I have no idea. Me llegó un olor a patas fuerte, pues los pieses están en el suelo. Pero es verdad que estoy un poco encorvada. We do indeed need to get to the tower. Hey, I was dodging.
Get out of our way. Back at you.
Like, when I say I never use it, I never use it. I know what it is. I think I have one game from there, but I never use it. Un poco? Why the wings, Tony? I'll take that as a no then. If you log into their website, each game you own there has a download separate from the launcher. If you download them, you can put it on a drive, SD card, burn it to a disc, whatever you like. Oh, nice. Good to know. See, that I can get behind. That kind of stuff. Works for me. Hey, I was dead dodging. No, I don't want to forget about them. I want to beat them. Can I focus on the damn horse? Dude. Why was it not focusing on the horse? It flipped between every single archer. Circling back to the immortality thing, at first I think immortality is a blessing until you are forced to be in circumstances you can't live with, such as tyranny, lifetime imprisonment, etc. At that point, it becomes absolute hell, and even death is not an escape. So long term, I think a dark situation like that is inevitable, and then you spend the rest of your life wishing you were dead. No imprisonment would ever be forever. There is nothing, if you are immortal, there is nothing that can keep you your entire life. Or existence, because it's not life, it's existence. There is nothing. Arnold? Get some help. Go for the horse. Dang it. He did not go for the horse. Bad timing on my part. There we go. Finally. True, but wouldn't it be longer than you can stay sane? I think the insanity would stop at some point as well. It might take 5,000 years for the insanity to stop, but I think it would stop eventually. Somehow. In a weird way.
It can't be.
That did not go well. Imagine having to be a therapist of that person after they experienced 200 years of hell. Yeah, I know. Hey, there are people in a normal lifetime who experience more than 10 other people do put together.
Enough already. Get out of our way.
So, forget about that. Let's go.
Heal. Back at you. Back off, right this. Back off. Come on.
Oh! Why'd he hit me that hard? There's no need to kill me. Also, I should stop soon. It's 1 AM. The godlike thing, I assume, at least on short term, would be how you are like in your fantasy, since it's the same power. It'd mostly be good, but I think over time with unlimited power, it's going to corrupt you. Yeah. If it goes long enough, you lose track of meaning, since nothing means anything when anything can be changed. At that point, you may become incredibly bored and just mess with the world out of boredom. I think you inevitably turn into a villain just out of sheer unrestriction. And that is why we don't like billionaires.
Get out of our way.
So, forget about them.
As a general rule. Because that is exactly the issue.
Heal.
Oh, I don't know why I did this. Oh well. Oh, did we kill the horse? We killed the horse. Way. Attraction enhancer. Gosh, thanks.
Here we go. Yeah. Back off. Yeah. Yeah. So long. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey. There we go. If we actually use our brains, we can get somewhere. I would like to replenish magic, though. Oh. Increase how often chance indicators appears when using attractions. Stack the ability to increase the effect. We do not use the attractions, so ha. Yes, please. Oh, we're only missing one. Nice, and it's in the city. Okay, that's fine. Hi, Marluxia. I want Marluxia's original name. I can't remember. Hold on. Although I feel like all the billionaires are the ones really playing the game, and we're just the NPCs with no power to participate. I mean, yes and no. Obviously, we're all thinking about certain type of billionaire. You also have then like Taylor Swift. She's a billionaire. I believe Rihanna is a billionaire. Kylie Jenner, maybe. Like there are billionaires who aren't inherently evil or bad, and they do try to do good things with their money. But at the same time, the concept of being a billionaire has a bit of a moral thing behind it, because why do you need that much money? Why don't you use that to help? All of that extra money that you don't need, why don't you use that to help? Like Dolly Parton, for example, if she hadn't donated the amount that she donates, she would be a billionaire. But the woman just donates everything. Or like Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, she donates everything. So it's like, okay, you can be a billionaire and not be evil, and you know that's fine and great and dandy, and you're still helping people, you're still giving millions away to help people, but at the same time there is still like, okay, but there's so much more that you could give away. Like, why? I don't know, in a company, like you have a company of some sort. Rihanna has a company, Taylor Swift has a company. I'm sure Dolly Parton has some kind of company. Like they have companies, you know. Kylie Jenner, she definitely has a company. If you have a company and you have that much money, why are you, and you occasionally give like an extra 20k bonus at the end of the year, and hey, maybe that is the difference for someone between living on rent or buying a house, and what they've always wanted is to buy a house, and that 20k has helped them get that. Yeah, it's a good thing to do. You still have billions in your account or in your assets, because they don't have it in their accounts. You have that in your assets. You don't need the 20 houses and the 50 cars and the, like, and even if you do have 20 houses and 50 cars, you still have so much money, so many assets left over. Why aren't you paying everyone an absolutely ridiculous wage? Like 50 times over whatever they're already earning? Why are the lowest people in your company scraping by? Why not just pay them, like, and the reason why is because it breaks the system. It breaks capitalism. Oh, but you can't do that. And all your advisors are going to tell you, oh no, you mustn't do that because that's not a good business move. I'm sorry, I'm a multi-billionaire. Like, or I'm a billionaire without the multi. I'm a billionaire. Like, just having that amount of money, the more money you have, the more money you generate automatically by doing nothing. So let me just spend it. Just keep spending it because it's going to keep generating. So let me spend it. Let me spend it. Let me spend it. But no, all the advisors, oh, no, no, no. But then your wealth goes down. But then this and then that and then this and that. And just spend it all. Why do you care if it breaks the system? So yeah, there are nice billionaires out there. I'm sure there are. But the concept inherently, there is so much power associated with being a billionaire that could be used for good and like profound good, systemic changes good, and it's not done. So yes, you can help, you can donate millions and millions and millions. It's not enough. You still have too much left over that you don't use, you don't need. Why do you need it? Unfortunately for us, there seem to be more bad ones than good ones. Yes, I'd have so much fun with that level of power, it wouldn't corrupt me. I'd use my money for good. We all say that. And I like to think so in the short term. I definitely would. I like to think I would be like Jeff Bezos's ex-wife. I love what she does. She's literally donated billions, so like 20 something billion. That's a lot of money. So I would aspire to be like her, but it's very, very difficult. You have to have a level of mental fortitude that most people don't have. We like to think the best of ourselves, but humans are rarely that good long term. That said, I'd be implementing my political views to achieve a better outcome. It's the same trap as the rest of them. Yeah. If I'm doing good with the wrong solutions, I'd just turn into evil billionaire by accident. I just have faith in my solutions. Yep, that's pretty much it. Okay. Let's just wait for all of this to replenish a bit. Donald, if you could heal us all, that would be great. No, not feeling the need. Come on.
Heal.
Okay, we're all healed up.
Is
Wonderful.
it just me, or are the Heartless multiplying?
That can't be good. Hurry.
Oh yeah. Satisfying. I'm glad your shield's ready. I don't need your shield, thanks. That was very nicely painless. That is not where we're going. Where are we going? No, we came from there. This is where we started the world. So confused right now. Ah, there it is. Woohoo! I walked right past it, of course.
We're almost there.
Yes, yes we are.
Gotcha. Take this.
Okay, we're all healed up again. Yeah, Flare Force. What? Rage Form is really good for these lil dudes. Wait, actually. I can't take picture? Dang it. Okay, fine.
Let's see.
Not a waterfall. No, I've already met waterfalls.
Back off. Back off.
Oh, whoops. Aw, poor Goofy. Armor slot, nice. How much of your work is people cropping things up versus something recent they can't deal with? 100% on both. Our present is shaped by our past. That's the short answer. And we can't unattach ourselves from that.
I'm going.
No matter how much we want to. Rage Form and the mechanics in general just seem like this was some demonic Slayer game, and it was like, okay, so take this Slayer game you made, but tone it down a bit and make it Disney. Antisora has his reason for existing. Let's just say it that way. Can I? Ah, it doesn't allow me to. Okay. I'm wondering, do we do the fight? Like, do we do the last bit of the world, or do I go to bed? Because it's 1:30 in the morning. I have to be up at 7 AM. Yeah, we have to go to bed. I have to be up at 7 AM. So, yeah. It's always something they cropped up, while also something they can't deal with anymore. Yeah. Why is there an issue? Like a situation, maybe an issue, currently? Like, a person may have a genuine problem, but one person knows how to deal with that problem, and another person doesn't. ¿Qué haces, quesito? Me voy a ir a dormir. We're gonna have a brief psychology moment, and then I'm going to bed. So, one person does know how to deal with the problem, and the other person doesn't know how to deal with the problem. Why? Because they have different life experiences. So... yeah, basically, what have you learned in the past? And what coping strategies do you have from the past that you are trying to apply now that aren't working, which is what makes this situation such a problem for you? Because if you had the strategies, it wouldn't be a problem. Like, yes, it's sad, it's difficult, it's whatever, but you would be able to get through it. You can't get through it because something in the way you are functioning isn't working for you. It worked in the past, don't get me wrong. Like, everything, people come to therapy with resources and with strategies, but quite often those strategies have worked in one context and then they don't work in another, and people don't realize that. So yeah, it's always something from the past and something from the present simultaneously. Always, every single time. Even someone who says, oh no, I'm going to therapy to work through things from my past. Yeah, but how is that affecting you now, in the present? Because it always affects you in the present. I can't change your past. I can't fix that your dad left you. I can't fix that you got beaten up at school. I can't fix that you were just unhappy as a child or as a teenager without any reason. There is usually a reason. I can't fix any of that. I can't change that. I can't go back into the past and wave a magic wand and go, whoop, okay, your past is fixed, therefore you now have no issues. No. How is that past? Like, why do you want to work on that past? Because it's having an impact in your life now. Your problem is never isolated to the present. The past is always there. Always. So, okay, yeah, I can't fix the past. We can't do anything about it. We can't change that your parents did this, or your sister did that, or your cousin said whatever, or your classmates, or you got addicted to video games, or like, I can't change any of that. But we can know, okay, what did you do then? What did you learn because of that? Like, what ways did you learn to function because of that? Okay. And in the present, how is that a problem for you? How is that form of, like, that way of seeing the world, of thinking about things, of feeling your emotions, of dealing with your emotions and your thoughts, how is that shaped, and why is that a problem for you now? And there is always a problem now. Always. Because if there is no problem now, there's nothing for you to work on. Nothing. If you know how to deal with the situation, or you know how to get over your past, you don't have a problem. So it's always something both from the past and the present simultaneously. If there is no problem in the now, they wouldn't seek you out. Exactly. For me, I forbid myself from cropping anything up to avoid it becoming too big. So far, logic held up. My mental health is usually great. That's called suppression. It's avoidance. Being that strict about not letting things come to light is avoidance. It has worked for you, and it works. You know, avoidance isn't inherently bad. Sometimes we do need to avoid certain things. You know, we as a species have survived by avoiding things. However, that functional strategy, that adaptative strategy, worked in one series of contexts. It doesn't work in all contexts. And there may be contexts now where that doesn't work, where instead of forbidding yourself from allowing things to show up, you might need to actually work through them or change things about how you function because of them. And the avoidance strategy of not letting it come to light is impeding that. So yes, it works in some contexts, it doesn't work in others. I don't know your life. I don't know. Just superficially, it seems like an avoidance strategy. Reading it the way I'm reading it. Nada, ya me imagino otro trauma como con el ser de gelatina. Nah, ese es el único trauma que yo te regalo en la vida. If there is no problem in the now, they wouldn't seek you out. Yeah, I already read that. Why is that? Avoiding the opposite. It's not allowing things to come to light. It's allowing things to not be pushed away for longer than a day or two. Usually not longer than a few hours. Oh, right. Hold on. Then I must have... Yeah, the wording of your message, that you forbid yourself from cropping anything up to avoid it becoming too big, that made it seem like avoidance and like suppression. So I understood it the other way around. But no, if it's like, okay, there is an issue, but right now the issue cannot be resolved because I need to figure this out, I will do that issue. Like, I will attend to that issue later when I'm at home and I'm calm and I have a moment to think. That's fine. No problem there. It's more like, don't throw anything on a pile, otherwise the pile gets too big. Fix things as fast as possible. Yeah. Don't sweep things under the rug. Under the rug. There we go. I'm gonna go. I have to be up at 7. So, yeah. I have patience and a meeting tomorrow. And as we all know, it takes me like an hour to slow down my brain after streaming. I shouldn't have streamed for so long. I was actually going to do only a 2-hour stream, but time got away from me. These worlds are extensive. Also, I'm going very slow, but these worlds are very extensive. I do suspend sometimes, of course. Sometimes too much to deal with and I need to play a game for a few hours, but that debt is going to be paid usually the evening after. Yeah, that works. Like, sometimes it's not the right moment or something, just as long as there's no consistent avoidance long term, and then eventually that blows up, because it does blow up. It can work even for years for some people, and then suddenly it blows up. So, good luck tomorrow. No luck needed, but thank you. It'll be fine. I've already planned the sessions and everything. I was taking a look this afternoon, but neither one of the sessions that I have are going to be too difficult, or weren't difficult to plan. In both cases, I am continuing what we spoke about last, or what we worked on the previous week. So it was really, really bad, like a recent breakup. Then it can be too much to deal with something. Then you alternate with fun to keep the emotional state high enough to tackle the next bit of the pile. Yep, exactly. That's how it goes. You need to process, but you can't always be processing, and you need to avoid to not always be processing, but you can't always be avoiding because you need to process. So, I'm off. I'm gonna see if anyone is online to raid, anyone that I follow. See, well, thank you. Y'all want to watch an Assassin's Creed stream? Fun chat as always, yeah. Y'all get an Assassin's Creed stream. Oh. No, you don't. Never mind. Y'all get no raid. Never mind. Nothing to raid. It wouldn't allow the raid to go through. Probably because they've been raided very recently and they have like the time limitation on it, like every 5 minutes or something. No. I only raid people that I have watched, because that way I sort of know the content that I'm sending people to. Matt is the only exception, but now Matt is my friend, so I know Matt's content, and yeah. Yeah, I'm off. Everyone, I will be back tomorrow as usual. That joke recommendation was literally ducks. Okay. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. More Kingdom Hearts. We'll continue from today. Have a nice Tuesday, everyone. Have a nice rest of your Monday, if it's not bedtime yet. Sleep well when you do go to sleep. And that's it. Thank you for all the support, for the chats, for the company, for listening to me. I don't know. For the psychology stuff. Yay. We have a new top. Yay. Be good, be nice, don't be heartless, and I will see you tomorrow. Probably with less energy than today. Bye-bye.